Mm-mm. Hey, YouTube. Y'all there? Let me see. Lord, I got up. I'm so upset this morning. I cannot believe that these people are able to pull this bullshit with the post office. Now, of all the agents, you know something I remember? Oh, I gotta wait. Somebody told me I gotta stop running my mouth so soon. Right. Give y'all time to get on. Like a done, gone too soon. Okay. Hey, here's somebody. Hey, Angela, Hayes, Leah, Nikki. Oh, okay, we're in here. People, we got to talk about this damn post office stuff. I can't believe we're actually okay. One thing I learned from the streets, well, what you guys would consider a low life. When I was a drug addict, and what you would consider a low life. One thing we knew in the streets is you don't mess with the mail. You don't mess with the federal mail. It's a federal crime. If you were to steal somebody's letter, that is a federal crime, and you could do federal time. These people, these child molesters and shit, that be sending pictures of children all through the mail. That's how they get them. They get them because they send it through the mail. It's a federal crime, right? These people who use these shysters are selling you all this kind of these bullshit and these scams and so forth. They get them when they use the mail, the federal mail. When they use mail to commit their crimes and their scams and schemes, that's how they catch them, because it's a federal crime. How can they let Donald Trump put this dude, what's his name? Postmaster DeJoy. There's a good video about what's going on in his apartment. I'm going to post that here. I'll post the link. Anyway, the show is called Brian Taylor Cohen. He's good commentary on politics. I'll post the link down here in my description. But they're all federal. You don't mess with the federal government is the point, right? This dude, Donald Trump, has then removed the person in charge of the mail, which would be the Postmaster General. He had removed him and put in one of his flunkies, right? This guy is why would this damn multi-millionaire or billionaire be interested in taking a job to run the post office? It's all corrupt. Now he has got actually owns a company that is in competition with the post office. Now, isn't that a conflict of interest? How much more clear does this have to be? So now Donald Trump is not even trying to promote all his usual bullshit rhetoric. He's trying to actually change the course of the vote. He wants to steal your vote, and he's not even smart enough to know it, that it's dumb to admit that. It's crazy. Now they say that the post office has sent out letters to 46 states that if you use the mail, there's a good chance your mail will not arrive in time to be counted. Meanwhile, they've removed something like 600 of these damn machines that process millions and millions and millions of letters per hour. Millions of letters per hour. They remove the machines. And now they are removing the post box. So if your 80-year-old grandma who used to have a post box in front of her house or down the street, if she has to go and stand in line now for 19, 20, 21 hours because he didn't shut down half the voting places, he is doing this blatantly. That means he has no respect for this government. I think they are talking about jail. If we stole one letter, we could go to jail, right? If you put one piece of scam in the mail, that's a scam. This dude is affecting hundreds of millions of votes, hundreds of millions of pieces of mail, and his ass is able to sit up there in his apartment and enjoy himself. This person has no history. He has no experience with the mail at all. Yet he's put in charge of the whole country and the mail system, just like that damn fool over there in HUD. They have no idea what they're doing. And yet he feels it's so important to restructure the post office right in this biggest election by mail that's ever existed in history. We've never been in a pandemic where you couldn't make it to the mailbox. Trump says, go out to your polling station. I don't think anything wrong with it. We voted in 2000. We voted in World War II. Was blatant, totally corrupt. It's horrible. It's horrible. Do you think you let these people come in here and take over the government? He's taking over the government. He's taking over the post office. He's controlling the vote. And he's too stupid to know that he ain't supposed to admit that. They say they're taking out hundreds of mailboxes all over the country. So when you get all over the country, it's going to be thousands of mailboxes. They want you to feel like, why vote? It ain't going to count anyway. Hey, babies, I'm sorry. I do tend to get a little excited. Hi, Prima Wanda, Nikki, Chandra Hinton, Passionate One. Hey, hi, Passionate One. Hello, you guys. You know, it is damn near 100 degrees in San Francisco. You rarely get this, right? But it is literally, it's going to get up to 99 degrees in San Francisco today. I am burning up. Plus, I know I got to go over here to Safeway and drop another $50 or $60 trying to buy popsicles and ice cream and things to try to stay cool. Watermelon. Every time I walk into that place, now it's starting to feel like hell. Used to spend $20. So my suspicion is everything is going up. All the food is going up as well because now you can't get out of here without spending $60, $70. See this video that I'm going to show you by this guy, Brian Taylor Cohen, about these people protesting in front of his fool's house, DeJoy, which is only right. He's going to keep his neighbors up, keep him up. Everybody going to know what is going on here. And this guy, he ain't got no shame. Why would a multi-billionaire, I don't know if he's a billionaire or whatever, why would he be interested in the post office? And he's running the same kind of company. He's in there to take down the post office. This corrupt ass Donald Trump, who is so mental that he doesn't even understand what a tyrant he is. So I don't even have confidence if I put my vote in the mail. This is what they're saying. They sent out letters to every state, 46 states. That's basically every state telling them that your vote is not going to count more than likely. Don't use the mail. We will also close down 80% of the polling places. Go there and stand there, put your little mask on and go out there, whatever kind of transportation you have to use, wherever you breathe in other people's air, take your life into your own hands to vote for Donald Trump, to vote for him, right? All these damn machines that sort millions and millions. I mean, the numbers they were giving me, I couldn't even write them down. I couldn't write that many zeros of pieces of mail a day in big cities, Chicago, New York, all over California. These machines handle millions and millions and millions of pieces of mail. They have taken them out of the building. What kind of sense does that make? Oh, we're restructuring. You're restructuring right when we need the mail the most. We need the mail the most right now at any time in history. And you want to go through with your restructuring. What do you mean restructuring? Nobody gets overtime. Like the government doesn't run out of money or something. Then you have the money that you already have to give to the post office, something like $25 billion for them to operate. You holding that up till they do what you want. $3.5 billion it would take to keep this to do this election, right? They're holding it up, Trump, and then he sends them all the senators out on vacation. How in the hell are they going on vacation? We in crisis here. We're about to have the election. I would think that we're 3 months away from the election, no certainty about our vote, and you going on vacation. How in the fuck can you sit there and look at your children? My God. Why did you put this idiot in office? Don't make no goddamn sense. He's a TV. Donald Trump is a reality TV star, a known crook, a known thief, an extreme liar. And these people have put him in office to do what? Nothing. stroke racial bias. That's what he does. And now he's going for the goddamn post office. I think this guy should be devoid. He should be arrested. How come I can't mess with one letter and he can affect billions of letters? Affect the mail. Stop the goddamn election. Do something that's never been done in history. Are we watching? Is this like a scene out of House of Cards? That's what it looks. It feels like a scene out of House of Cards or something. Everything's a big scandal, you know. It's crazy. They should go in there and arrest that dude. Arrest his ass. For affecting the United States mail and the vote. How you gonna go in there and take all these goddamn machines out that would affect several of them, probably a billion letters, a billion votes. You had power over that. You were over there and took the machines out. You want to restructure. Now, 3 months out. Y'all say these, these seasons are starting to merge now. I didn't realize we're in the middle of the summer. Why wouldn't it be 100 degrees? I was going to get one of those oval-shaped Dyson fans. It was like $300, but my money been funny since this thing started, so I didn't do it. Now I'm stuck with this goddamn thing. Can y'all hear that? Somebody tell me, can y'all hear this fan going? Does it affect the sound? Does it make my voice shudder and all that? Well, I am really burning up. Jesus. Maybe I turn it down. No, I'm too easily distracted. Anyway, people, there are tons and tons of stories about this damn thing going on with the post office. Hopefully they will be able to stop this person, but they're banking on, even if we try to stop it now, it's too late. We've already removed the machines. We've already taken away the mailboxes. Even if you want to take us to court, you can't do it before November the 3rd. These are just crooks. How could Trump be so blatantly corrupt? Oh, it's wrong what you're doing. We're gonna subpoena you 3 months from now. You lose all faith in government. All faith in government, honey. You can't believe a goddamn thing that comes out of there. And they're all yes men. So if Trump put him in office, he did it for a reason. Trump put this dude with no. Why have you put somebody in charge of the whole United States Post Office? Has got no experience whatsoever with anything to do with the post office. In fact, he tries to run some little delivery service thing in direct contrast to the post office. That's his competitor. And you put him in charge of it. Now, what's he going to do? He's going to get in there and try to destroy the post office so his company and companies like his can grow. I want to privatize the post office. Can't you do that after the election, Donald Trump? Should it never happen? Motherfucker, he got no soul. He has no soul. You can't appeal to his soul or sense of righteousness because he doesn't have any sense of righteousness. All he knows is, I got to win. Like, and we're fair. I'm going to cheat. He already told you he don't mind cheating. Look at the dude's record. Y'all didn't even bother to look at the motherfucker's record when they put him in office. All the times he's been caught cheating. The big casino on what casino? What? I ain't never heard of a damn casino that was not connected to the mob in Atlantic City. It's a given. That's how they do business. He's in the construction business in New York City, but he's not connected. Come on, people. Commander and thief. You right. Oh my God, it makes my stomach hurt though. It makes my stomach hurt, honey. You know how many gangsters they done caught just because they put something in the United States mail? It's supposed to be sacred. You cannot fuck with the United States mail. Look what this dude is doing. Pull the machines out right when they need them the most. They have never needed machines like they need now. And he's taking them out. How much did those damn machines cost? Do we just write that off? Or you just put them in storage and bring them back later when you don't need them? It's crazy. Sherry Townsend, Trump needs to be arrested. He is the biggest criminal of all. Sincerely hope that everyone who can will vote in November. If we all vote, we will win, win, win. I bet you. Thank you, Sherry. He needs to be in jail. How many court cases he got pending right now? How many court cases? They can't prosecute him when he's in office. So he has a vested interest in not leaving office. When they leave, you want to be carried out of there, 80-something years old. Lived his whole life in court. He don't want to pay no damn body. Love you too, Sherry. His college was excellent. What college was excellent? Whose college was? Oh, you're talking about somebody else. Michael Cohen says Trump has mob ties. I bet he does. How could you not? How could you be in the construction business that long in New York City, New Jersey, the East Coast? How could you be in business that long without doing business with the mob? How could you have owned a casino in Atlantic City, one of the most corrupt cities there's ever been? How could you be in there and you ain't got no mob ties? You the onlyest one. You see, he's corrupt and immoral. Trump didn't have no political experience. Coco T. Nobody he's hired has any political experience. This dude he put in charge of HUD, what's his name? Whatever. None of them had no experience in nothing. They just going in there and doing what Trump says. He feels like he's so smart. He's what do you say? He's a control genius or some kind of shit. A genius, you're a fucking idiot. How can you be an idiot and a genius at the same time? He don't give a damn about burning in hell. He don't believe in hell. He ain't even been into a church until he ran. Those people, they're so gullible. Oh, you don't believe in abortion? People, I got a question for you. Can you still have an abortion in America? Oh, he don't believe in it. Who gives a goddamn what he believes in? Is it still legal to have an abortion in America? That's why you put him in? He went there, he hold the Bible. Tear gas people for that. Those people, they so damn gullible and stupid, or one of the other. Satan in the flesh. This could be a movie. Y'all remember that movie? What was that movie called? Damien Thorne was in it. The Omen. You remember The Omen? The whole purpose was to get political power, right? All these horrible murders all through his life. Damien Thorne. They finally got him in the White House. That's what this feels like. He ain't thinking about the damn hell. You got to believe in it. He don't believe in nothing. He said, why should I repent? I ain't never did nothing wrong. Really? Can we pull up all your court cases, Donald Trump? All the people who have been defrauded by you? All the people who went to that Trump Academy, spent their little $5,000 or $6,000, $10,000. You took their money. Why did you take their money if you're so goddamn rich? They got to go and spend twice what they were entitled to fight your ass to get paid. To get the damn money back. You want to handle it quietly. Yeah, I bet that Cohen book is going to be quite something else. He said he released the forward, but can we see the forward? Oh, I'm so dry. Jesus. So hot. Can we see the forward of Michael Cohen? I heard he released the forward. That means he probably hasn't even finished the book. They tried everything, including putting him back in jail to stop that book. Somebody who really knows the truth. And Trump really turned his back on. I think it's about 20 books that have been written about this dude so far. He ain't even when they're out of office, they really gonna let him have it. When they're not afraid of him. I imagine that White House is a pretty horrible place to work. I'm sure there's a lot of screaming and hollering. Everybody trying to justify all his foolishness. Everybody trying to cover it up. How can we spin this to make it sound right? If he had anybody advising him, he had any real advisors, no way in the hell they would let him go on national television a couple of days ago and admit that he was stopping the mail so he could stop the vote. He could control the vote. He admitted it. He said, I'm not going, if I don't give them the money, well, if I don't give them the money, they can't vote, right? They can't. Meanwhile, the mailboxes are being removed. Huge machines, 600 of them. That's a lot of, man, the numbers they were giving, I don't know, 36 million per hour or something like that. Just took them out of the polling places. I mean, out of the sorting places. What kind of crazy is that? We can't steal one letter without going to the federal prison if they catch our ass. He can affect millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of pieces of mail. Very important mail. The election itself. Still in the election. Cash app for you? Oh. Y'all ain't give me no cash apps. Why y'all don't give me no cash apps? I'll never get them. I figure these people are going through the same thing I'm going through, honey. We're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. Mm-hmm. I understand. Mm-hmm. Stormy aborted his baby. Stormy weather. What happened to stormy weather? Her damn lawyer. He got arrested. He's an abuser, apparently. I think he's still in jail and a scammer. If he scammed using the mail, his ass going to the Fed. Yeah, he don't know nobody. Russia. Who's your Russia? I can start working on pronouncing the names. Russia. Hoosier. When you're dyslexic, it affects your ability to sound out words. That's like the biggest thing. Okay. Trump should have been a stain on his mama dress. I don't think that family's all that close because he tried to take all their money. You claiming to be you got $11 billion. Why you got to be ripping off your relatives for a few million in inheritance? Why they got to go to court and beg? Somebody that money hungry. Why would the hell you think that's gonna be a great president? A narcissist who only thinks of himself. You think that's gonna be a great president? It's a stain on all of us that we allowed this to happen. The people who voted for him, but also us who did not vote at all. We got less interested. That dude's got to come out. If Donald Duck is running, I'm voting for Donald. That Donald. He'd do a better job. The dude has accomplished a goddamn thing. Then he wants to go over and take credit for people getting, look how we cover your preconditions. Isn't your mission in life to destroy the goddamn Obamacare? Where's your damn big program? When are we supposed to get that next week? And then we're going to get it in 2 weeks. And then, we're going to get that soon as right after the recess. Where is it at, Trump? There's nothing but cut taxes. You cut all them damn taxes, and now what do we got? We need $3 and $4 and $5 and $6 trillion for this coronavirus. He tried. The response was so slow because he actually dismantled the program who was in charge of infectious disease right before it hit. Removing all barriers, honey. Why? Because Obama started it. Now, people, you like your houses, you're comfortable in your homes. We could have another collapse of the real estate market here in the United States. Why? Because he removed Obama put in place. Forgive me, I don't have many words, people. I do the best I can. Obama put in place what are they called? Restrictions? Anyway, he made it so this housing collapse could not happen again. Right? They took time. Hours and hours and hours and hours of working this thing out to where The banks could not cause this to happen again. What did Trump do? He removed all of those. I don't have the words. Restrictions, whatever it is they call it. He removed everything. Anything Obama had on his name, Trump came in there removing it. Right? So now there's a very good chance that you could lose your home. Then we could go into another 216, the real estate market. Only a gold digger would screw Trump. Well, you know that's true. You know, all them rich men, they got them old people all over their bodies and stuff. A lot of them women deserve the money, though, honey. To put up with one of these assholes, you know, there's no faithfulness in the relationship. He probably had to keep it in his nasty ass pants while he's in office. But when he called a playboy at some point, that ain't no catch, honey. To have to put up with that shit and cover up all his lies, she got to feel like a damn fool most of the time when she's standing beside him. They got images of her. She doesn't want to get off the plane with him. Go ahead on. I'll catch up. She didn't even want to be in the damn White House with the president of the United States. They probably had to offer her a few extra million for that. We'll give you $10 million if you'll move in. Is that guaranteed? Can we adjust the prenup? Oh, I don't have a PayPal account, honey. I just have Cash App. Don't worry about it. That's good. Thanks for the thought. Stipulations. Deregulation. Thank you. Y'all so kind and sweet. You know, a lot of these nasty people on your line, they make fun of you when you don't do something right. But y'all just help me with all these damn words. Let me say that word again. Maybe I can learn it. Deregulation. Obama put in regulations to safeguard us against another collapse in real estate and in the banking industry. Trump removed those. So he is deregulation. That's his goal. Why? What? Well, Obama did it. Obama put it in there. This dude is not even smart enough to read the goddamn papers to see if they're of any use. And now here we are in collapse. Total collapse. Economic collapse, honey. I was going down y'all heard of Haight-Ashbury? Well, usually it's only 2 blocks up, right, from where I live. Castro's in front, and if I go the other direction is the Haight-Ashbury. I haven't had no reason to go up there, right? So yesterday I had to go for this MRI. So there's no train, no subway running. So I had to take a city bus. I took a city bus down Haight Street. Y'all heard of Haight-Ashbury? It was popular in the 60s. Every goddamn business on there is either boarded up or is out of business completely. Empty storeroom, all up and down the damn. It looked like a ghost town. This is Trump's economy. She didn't want to hold his damn hand. Disgusting. He probably said something disgusting to her. If he's going around the country grabbing other women's pussies, you can imagine what she's up against. The humiliation. She paid her price to be married to a rich dude. All them old rich old white people, they always got young things. They trade the old wife in, trade it in for a new one. They're not real relationships. They're not sitting down and talking things out. She's just there listening to him. I very seriously doubt that he has any respect for anything coming out of Melania's mouth. He's more interested in what goes in it. I know that was nasty. Forgive me. It wouldn't surprise me if they haven't had sex in years, honey. Y'all see it? You see his body, honey. I think my body's bad. God damn, he's pushing out in the front and the back. It's got to be pretty disgusting. A man with orange hair and shit. Orange, tan. This part is orange. That part is white and all this. Girl, please. Ain't no way in hell that woman is in love with no Donald Trump. She made a wise business decision. And a decision that a lot of women make. They can be the first lady. She had no interest in it. No, Primo Wanda, I'm sure they got a prenup. I'm sure she getting millions for however long she stays with him. So you got to pay. He pays for everything. That's why he thinks he can get away with anything. But he don't like to pay outside his family. So we don't know what the settlement is. The first wife, she came on and she says, "Don't get mad. Get everything." She raped his ass. What was her name? The first wife? She said, "Don't get angry. Get everything, honey." I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the nasty comment. I don't know what anything goes in that woman's mouth. I assume food does. Putting somebody, how you gonna just take over the post office, child? He saw this shit coming. He knows that he's an incompetent fool. Why would he hold the country, the whole country hostage? Just for something he just wandered into. He said that they were on his team were just as surprised when he won as anybody else because he was just in it for like a game. He wasn't prepared to be no damn president. He never even been a mayor. Probably never even had a job because all the companies his daddy put him in business. They always work for themselves, right? Ivanla. Mm-hmm. Why is that name so similar to his current wife's name? Does he only like Swedes or? I can still trap a millionaire. Whatever. She ain't gonna walk away poor. We know that. So a lot of women do that, honey. They make that choice, but they got to deal with what the consequences of being with somebody like that. I'm sure a lot of them are abused people because they're purchased merchandise. And then she's not gonna be no beauty queen of her whole life. He's probably lost interest in her years ago. You see what kind of women he likes. We saw that with stormy weather. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so sad. Stormy weather. Where's Miss Stormy at? They paid her off. She disappeared. Where's Miss Stormy at? Was there another payoff hidden by 5 or 6 different lawyers so you don't know where the money coming from? Was there an agency? Oh, we're just Republicans for Donald Trump, and we want to make a donation to you. Oh, you have to keep it quiet. Sign the DNA and all that kind of stuff. Because she showed the hell disappeared. And I know there's more women like that. Come on, tell us the nasty stories. Tell us about when they peed on you. They say that's in that boy's book, Cohen. They say Cohen is telling us all about when Donald Trump got the women coming in there and peeing on him, everything else. They say that might be even what Putin has on him. He came there and acted a damn fool. That's behavior. That kind of behavior don't happen once in a while. It was his lifestyle. A lot of non-disclosures have been signed behind this boy's sexual life. I can assure you of that. A lot of people have been paid off. They should come forward, break those damn agreements. Tell your girlfriend so she can tell us. Stormy is nursing her Stormy is nursing her infections. Oh. They said her demand went up when she came out with this story. She was stripping all over the country. More than likely, somebody then threatened her life because Cohen said he also did that. He was also in charge of threatening people if he couldn't pay them off. Gangsters. It ain't nothing but a gangster party. Dun, 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 dun. It ain't nothing but a gangster ball. Golden showers. That's because you real deep down, Trump, you feel like a piece of shit. That's why you want people to pee on you. Yeah, all we can do is vote as individuals. We're going to make sure that we vote. We've had mail-in vote in California for years. That's the only way. Well, the first time I voted, I went down there with Obama. I just had this thing. I wanted to be there in the city hall. But generally, I always vote by mail. We ain't never had no problem. I don't remember one scandal about no damn votes in California in all these years. He knows it's a goddamn lie. He don't mind lying. You have to have a conscience to not lie. If you don't give a damn, what was that? Y'all see that reporter this week? The reporter asked Trump, "Do you feel any remorse for all the lies you told to America?" Get right to the point. Do you feel anything? This is what the psychiatrist should be asking him. Tupac, it ain't nothing but a gangster paw. A gangster ball, it ain't nothing but party. That man asked him, "Do you feel any remorse for all these lies you done told?" The other day I said it was 3,000. Honey, that's a joke. They didn't count it up. I guess people, have they stopped counting now? It's something like 20,000. 20,000 times the dude don't remember a lie. He don't give a damn. Do we feel remorse about it? He's not capable of that. That's the part that's missing. That's what a sociopath. That's why serial killers can kill people and stab them in the face and all this shit, because they don't have that element to care. They don't care. Do you feel anything? No. He was hatched. That'd be an interesting movie. The thing that fell to earth. Yeah, in California, I think we're all right. Sherry Townsend. They say I don't count as much because we're all Democrats, and then there's going to be a Democratic. They're going to get that. What's that damn? When they tally the votes. California, big cities are always Democratic votes. Still, use your vote, honey. It is your right. It is your right. It is the one moment on this planet that we're all supposed to be the same, or in this country. Homeless man is supposed to have the same power as a very wealthy billionaire. One vote, one man, one vote. But of course, we found out last time that that's not necessarily so. And now he's even going further with his lies and cheating. The smartest thing Biden has done is just kick back, sit in your basement, make a few podcasts, because you can count on whenever that fool opens his mouth, it's going to be a problem. Every goddamn day there's a problem. Every time he opens his mouth, they ran him off when he said drink bleach. And then they had to bring him back. Oh, we still got the election. They got to see you. See, you ain't got nothing to bring, Trump. You haven't got a goddamn thing to bring. What have you done? You haven't done nothing. He is not too cool to be critical, but you brought this up on yourself. Yeah, I like that guy, Brian Tyler. I like his commentary because it's short and to the point. He's pretty popular. I think he's got something like 600,000-700,000 subscribers. But I don't like the long-winded commentators. Just bring it. That's the way I used to do my YouTube channel. I would sit in my living room. I'd sit down there for 10 minutes, and that was it for the whole day, right? Now, since they got live, I started doing live. But I don't even know that live is even paying us anything anymore, because half of them are demonetized. Half of them, you talk about politics, demonetized. I mean, you talk about something that happened in the news, you're demonetized. So I don't know. I try to limit it to an hour though. But that guy gets right to the point. He can do it. I mean, they do it several times a day. Shade Room, if you're more interested in not Shade Room, the fuck it. You just don't know what I'm going through. Anyway, I thought he got tickled in Russia, and Putin has something on him. He definitely has. He still has the same thing about Putin. Even when they told him that Putin is hiring people to come and kill us, he still hasn't said anything bad about Putin. Nothing. We went through a whole investigation. How long was that? A year? about Putin, and then he sends that fool up there, Barr, to pollute the goddamn a report. Why didn't he just give us the report just like it was? Oh, they'll never read 100 pages. So he has to put him out in front. How do these people face their wives and their kids and their neighbors? They must go in hiding as long as they're working for Trump. They are crooks as well. I'm sure them tax breaks helped a lot of the people in Trump world. But the majority of them are poor people, poor white people, or lower middle class white people. They ain't getting nothing. They ain't getting a goddamn thing. They say Trump go in there and say something nasty, and so they can support it. Every time he says something racist, they all get happy. Nikki said, I didn't even know people went live like this. I resisted, Nikki. I resisted a long time. I think I resisted for over like a year and a half after they started doing it. But I like it now. I like talking to you guys. Venting, you might say. And then now, this is it. This is the whole social network. It's all online now. Because I haven't talked to a human being face to face forever. Unless somebody want to pat my dog's head. So it's good to come in and communicate with people. And I know a lot of you guys are at home too, you know. I see the children are going in today about teeth. I saw about the children don't have no grill, right? So I say, okay, I better bail out of that one. Y'all get me angry. Lord have mercy. Do the best you can, people, with your grills. I was scared to even look in on that one, but I saw like five videos made about somebody's grill. Don't worry, y'all get your turn. You better brush. Brush and floss, people. But plan on spending a few coins as you get up there. After you pass 50, put a little something aside for your dental bills, honey. Yeah, let me put it in here right now. But we don't see this we don't see your comments right away. So people who are not hip to him, check him out. And I'll put it, when I get through with this, I'll put it in the description. I do videos and such. Mm-hmm. I've even been amusing myself with Walter Hampton lately. Can you believe that? He was the original arch enemy. But I find his rants amusing. As long as he don't bring up the subject of HIV, he can be amusing. That's how bored I am, honey. Okay, Passionate One. Passionate One says, start working on y'all budget plans, because this shit is about to get real. We still have no answer about these evictions. And a lot of these damn people who are small business owners who own these property, only own 2 or 3, whatever, they are going to be evicting people because they got to still make that mortgage. It seems to me that if you have a house you can defer the payments, you should be able to do that same thing if you're a landlord. But they ain't did shit about that either. And they had the nerve, the audacity to go on vacation. How can you sit amongst people? Oh, but the vacation is so important. We need a break. No, bitch, are we in crisis or not? We still gonna get our vacations. Totally corrupt government. They're gonna be writing about this shit for 100 years. Not Walter. Viewers of you, we go way back with Walter, but his rants are amusing to me. And he hates sex. Walter. He said they all nasty. I've been in sex clubs. All they do is fucking suck. That's the way he likes to talk, you know, the shock element. But his audience seems to love it. He goes in about Atlanta, and especially the Atlanta gays. He thinks they're all in them sex clubs. All they do is have sex. They ain't none of them got no money. Everybody's broke. I guess he is the onlyest one. He's the onlyest moral. But some of these muscle guys, you know, they don't need a lot of sex, I think. They're so into muscles, body stuff. They just like to rub baby oil on the shoulders and things like that, you know. Maybe that's all he sees sex as, because anytime anybody says anything about sex, Walter loses his damn mind. Ugh. Steroids? Okay. Yeah, he's definitely on steroids. He might even be a steroid dealer. I don't know. We know Walter drives around in Mercedeses and Jeeps, and he seems to make a living somewhere. People are suffering, and now they go on vacation. Ain't that a bitch? Like they're working in them coal mines or some damn where. You're supposed to get it done, people. It's serious business. What? They don't even see. Trump is not capable. He has no conscience. So he doesn't worry about people being evicted and stuff like that doesn't affect them. But these senators are supposed to be representing the various states. You would think 150 people are going to be evicted. 150,000 people are going to be evicted, Donald Trump. They're going to be on the street. We're going to look just like New York, LA, San Francisco. All these homeless people are going to be lined up on the street. And they're not going to be drug addicts when they start anyway. They're going to be regular old people who couldn't pay their rent and got thrown onto the street. You see, to a normal person, they would strike. That's an emergency. That's an emergency. Trump doesn't see it because he's not capable of seeing it. That's what a sociopath is. Oh, wait a minute, passionate one. Tim, that's why these storage units been popping up and our asses about to be living in them. Oh, they don't want you living in there. I'm laughing, but man, I believe, listen, don't be trusting these. Don't think all your stuff is safe with these stores. I'm gonna give you some tea. I'm gonna drop some tea here now. I think the statute of limitations is already gone, right? But back when I was a drug addict, one of the hustles was, I hope I ain't gonna get in trouble by exposing myself. But one of the hustles was with drug addicts. You would buy one of these storage units, right? You would go into a storage unit, lock yourself in your storage unit, right? And then when the place closed, you would take your bolt cutters and go through the storage unit and open every unit you wanted to. It happened all the time, right? And sometimes you will come on a storage unit and it's a business, like these street vendors and so forth, and you would say, oh, I struck gold, whatever. And then you would put it all in your storage unit. And then when they open up the next day, you would take it out like you're just moving stuff out of your place. Now, some of the good ones have cameras. Not all. So be careful with them damn storage units. People gonna be living in it. Lord, they used to hate that. They used to hate that. Some of them have dogs and stuff. You got to pay though, honey. It's a terrible thing to get stuck in that storage unit ripoff. And not only just the criminals, but actually the people who run them. You get involved in the storage unit. Say you move your whole place into one. You got to have a big one. So you're paying $300 a month for this damn storage unit, right? It is real hard to get out of paying the storage unit. Why is that true, Timothy? I know people who get stuck in them storage units and they have paid 2 and 3 times worth, double what everything in the storage unit was worth. In other words, if you're paying $300 a month for a storage unit and you got to keep that damn thing for a whole year, what's that, 3 times 12? You done paid them $3,600. By the time at the end of it, and I gave mine away, eventually I just said, I don't want it anymore. You know, pay them people all that money. Now you got to keep on paying them because you got all this money invested in this stuff. And then you would have done better just to go to the store, go to IKEA some damn way and bought all new shit. Right? I didn't say that exactly right, but I know it's a ripoff. People get stuck in paying these storage units. And it's horrible. So what are you gonna do with yourself? And God help you if you got cheering. Because you may say, oh, I'll just take them to the shelter. How many people are going to the shelter at the same time? They don't have the capacity for that. So Trump thinks, okay, oh, go sleep in the gym. So you give up all your color TV, your bed, your kitchen, everything. All you got is the clothes that you can bring a backpack in. And you got to pack up and leave during the day. Come back and ring the bell at night. Mm-mm. You know, tweakers, they hang out there. A lot of times the homeless people, they get a cheap one, and they just hang out there all day. And some of them climb in there and hide out. It was one that don't have no cameras. They don't have no dog, no guard dogs, no security guard. If the security guard is not even in on it. Oh. Can I say that with Nikki? Nikki says, I used to be friends with a person who worked at a storage place. He said someone got a unit and made it a place where he could bring women to have sex. Yes. I've seen a few porn movies been made you can tell it's made in storage unit. They do all kind of shit in there. All these people who have swap meets and so forth, they don't bring that stuff home. They operate out of storage unit. And some of them will just open it up on the weekend and you can come to the storage unit and buy whatever they got in there. That whole thing is going to become a mess. As people get desperate, it's going to become a mess. People are going to be trying to sleep in there. I mean, it is what it is. Be quiet, baby. Right? Deborah says, she's talking to Deborah, Lauren. My people have always been in depression. The government doesn't care about black people. Well, we still want them to not be criminals, not blatant criminals anyway. You shouldn't be able to just go in there and take over the post office and put a lackey in there in that place and then shut down the mail because, you know, we're on a lockdown and everybody and people will not be able to go to the polls. And you done close down the majority of the polls. You done take some places from, you got 1,500 places in town. Now you got 6. We don't expect that. This is new. Like I said, it used to be the federal government. The mail system meant something. The mail system meant something. You send a piece of mail from an underage person in the mail, they'll throw your ass in federal prison. Why? You use the mail. You selling bad hair care products, and the shit put it on people's head, and that damn hair fall out. That's a federal crime. Why? Because you use the mail system. The mail system used to mean something. This fool done sit up here and shut it down and took out 600 machines to sort it. 600 machines that all are processing, let's say 30 million pieces of mail an hour. So what, he going to get people to process them one by one now, like the old days? Come on, people. It should be the highest voter turnout in history. If people can just drop it in the mail. Oh, how we going to see the ID? I always want to see somebody's papers. Y'all remember he put that damn agency? He put them people through. He had won the damn race. Won now. And still accusing people of cheating him. Before he even got in office, they said, will you run a fair and equal campaign, Mr. Trump? As long as I'm treated fairly. Everything's about him being treated fairly. Then he got in office and he wants to now debunk the count. He wants to prove that people, they cheated. How in the hell they cheat? You won, Trump. The fuck you want? He's mental. Power hungry. Honey, 74. Girl, you got about 10 years left. And you going to spend it with this shit? Why don't you go over in one of the islands or something you own and just relax? Get you some more hookers to hang around, honey, until you're handsome. His last mission in life is to come here and wreck the government. Hillary should have been the president. She would have done a much better. Other countries they ain't had no problem. Germany, Great Britain, they have women in charge, have for years. Our ass is lagging. Yep, he is a demon. That's a demon, honey. Anytime you go up there and pretend to be a Christian just to get the Christian vote, he ain't hardly did anything to prove that. That tells you have no respect for even religion. You don't believe in no damn God. Nobody's looking look at you. You ain't going nowhere when you die. You don't have no faith. You don't believe in shit. You believe in the mighty green, honey, the dollars. One apartment complex owner gets small business stimulus, also the renters stimulus. Okay, it runs perfectly. I don't think that's the majority though. Is it Mulatto King Justin? I think they're all applying for the same money. And they're saying that people with a lot of property are doing a lot better than people who are just making it, just barely making it. Few agreed. They should have been suspicious. Then, how did he put that dude in charge of the mail system? Though, isn't that a direct conflict of interest? The guy's in the same business as the post office, and how is he allowed to do that? Now, Senate, did you fail there? Congress, did you fail? You can't say the Senate because they're controlled by the other fool. But Congress, did you have any say at all in who he put in charge of the mail system? Did anybody contemplate that this is where this was going? This is what this was all about. This is why he wanted that person in the mail. They've been trying to dismantle the mail system right now for months. They just got caught. Some lady came and then whistleblower on the ass, removing mailboxes. When did that happen? This dude, you have to have a conscience to run a country, honey. You got to feel like something is wrong. He doesn't care. He's not capable of caring. Donald Trump is the kind of guy who would kill a cat, kill people's pets, pull the wings off of damn birds. He doesn't have a conscience. What we have to do, people, is vote. Each and every one of these people. It ain't no big ask either. Just a couple of check marks. You vote the whole ticket. I voted mostly Democrat, but if you want to feel like you have somebody who's outstanding, you want to vote for them, whatever it is, take you 10 minutes and drop it in the mailbox. They say that now they're going to be, the way that the Democrats are fighting it back on this thing, they're going to be specific boxes in communities. I don't know how they would be able to do as many as there are mailboxes. However it is, if I got to take mine down to the city hall, I'll do it. Usually, we're able to just vote by mail. It makes the most sense. Everybody will get an equal vote. But we have to deal with just a liar and a cheater who tells you he's a liar and tells you he's a cheater. Trump, why don't you ask that man? It may ask you a simple question. Do you have any conscience at all about what you've done to these people, lying to them 20,000 times? What was Trump's answer? What you have something to say? If it wasn't so crazy, it would be funny. Hi, Deborah Mitchell. Who is Jay? Okay. We should all agree, and the Republicans should finally step up and say, you know, this has gone too far. Like they did Nixon. They're going to say, this has gone too far, Mr. Trump. It's done. We no longer support you. Your handling of this virus has been like the worst in the world. We cannot no longer turn our backs on you stealing the post office, stealing the vote, and telling people that you're stealing it. That needs to happen as well. If we're going to ever respect a Republican person, we got to say, well, these people have got some sense of right and wrong. If they ride along with him, you're damaging your party forever, for the next 100 years, honey. Vote on the local level. I just love the fact that when I'm seeing all of these black women who are in government, I had no idea there were that many. Damn near all the major cities, the mayors, prosecutors, Kamala Harris, they're black women. Now, I love that part. Lord, don't, baby, Milano King Justin, don't be talking about my SSI. Milano King says, Uncle Tim, don't forget that Trump is going to kill U.S. Social Security. Wait a minute. Kills Social Security with the stoppage of payroll taxes. Now, why is he stopping the payroll taxes? I mean, the working people, they deserve a breaking kind of things. But they say that it's not going to affect SSI, SDI will be gone. Oh, God, don't say that, honey. Your Uncle Tim be out there watching TV on the railroad tracks, honey. People look at all these programs as charity. It ain't charity. From the time you're 15-year-old, you start working at Burger King, honey. You've been paying into this system all your goddamn life. And when you get to be an old man, you can expect to get your Social Security. It ain't a gift. They're giving you back some of what you've been paying in your whole entire life. So we're hoping that don't get affected. He ain't got time to do it now, Milano. And I would hope this country is not crazy enough to put that dude back in office. Damn, they didn't even put the first Bush. He didn't get put back in office. Most of them get put back in office, you know. But who's the other? Jimmy Carter. He only had one term. If ever there was a person that deserved one term, he actually didn't ever deserve not even one term. He went in there as an entertainer, running his goddamn mouth. He ain't got nothing to say that has any meaning at all. He ain't never fought for us, people of any color. Never, not one time. He's always, always, always on the opposing team, the white team. That's why they love him so much. These people are fearful. Oh, my God. They say the white people are not going to be the majority of the country. Oh, we can never let it happen. Oh, stop the borders. Oh, build the walls. Stop them. Stop them. People, you're still going to have your place in this society. Ain't nobody trying to overturn shit. Stop voting on your fear. Based on fear. Oh, there's somebody working in the store. We never had that before. Oh, we gotta make America white again. Go back to 1952. People, it is not too much to ask that people vote. I know some of y'all seem like, damn, well, we all know we're going to vote Democrat. Oh, we all know that. No, we don't all know that. Because if we all knew that, we wouldn't be sitting up here with Donald Trump as a president, a reality star as a president of the United States. Our role in it, we didn't vote. I don't know. Mariah says that's a lie because payroll tax funds SSI and Medicare. Well, so far, my Medicare and SSI have been fine, honey. So I don't know if he has enough time to fuck that up, but we see what he's capable of, right? So we can't assume he wouldn't go after SSI, Social Security, Medi-Cal, Medicaid. We can't assume anything because he's showing us what he's capable of. What if he went all of a sudden and removed the person in charge of Medi-Cal? Just took him out like he did with the post office and like he did with HUD and put one of his flunkies in there. We can't assume shit. He'll cheat his way through anything. He doesn't care. Donald Trump feels like he is an elite person where he doesn't have to care about people, human beings. It's just about how it affects him. And they need to do another investigation. I know he's been investigated from the day he started all the way through the impeachment, which basically meant nothing. They need to investigate him again and see if there's any illegality to these movements he has around this election. So even if he won, he would be tied up in court because he's going to cheat. And he's going to cheat, and he's not even going to lie about cheating. He's going to take your post office. He's already taken it. Taking it. They have trucks right now removing mailboxes. How are you going to cut the federal? Donald Trump, you have cut all of these trillionaires, billionaires. There ain't no trillionaires, but billionaires. Cut all their taxes, all that tax revenue, all the trillions of dollars that you have affected. Now you want to go cutting into social programs that are our safety blanket when we get old. You want to go into that money to make up for all the money that you lost with all these tax breaks. Now he says he wants to cut taxes again before he leaves office. That's the people are telling him, no, Trump, you got to do it now. You got to do it now. When they sit around in Mar-a-Lago and all that shit, they sit around and talk about money. All they talk about is money, 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 money. He goes, no, Trump, you have to do it before, just in case you don't make it. Just in case you're not the president. It'll take them years to undo what you have done. Yeah, his following is all white people. I mean, I don't hate white people. I think they've been duped. They've been duped just like with these people who follow Jim Jones. They were duped. Jim Jones had them kill themselves. All those lives are lost, mostly black people. They killed themselves following a cult leader. That's what I see Trump as. He doesn't come when he comes to these rallies that he is. All he does is say the talking points and make jokes and be funny, entertainment. And that's what they want to vote for, because he always throws in white. He's got them in their minds thinking that it's us against them. You remember when they had Charlottesville, Jews would not replace us. Jews would not. They're not even like all white people. Everywhere else they call Jews, they're white. But no, not with these races, honey. Anything different, nothing. I'm sure they don't even fully accept Italians. You break it down. There's a lot of good white people in this country, honey. They're the ones that have made a lot of the difference. They got to be in agreement. They got an agreement over Obama, even though they were Republicans. They got an agreement, honey. They're not bad people, but they're easily swayed, and they're fearful people. Fearful. When you got everything, honey, you're fearful of anybody else invading in it. You see people that are different colors or come from different places, and you see them in businesses coming into the office. They got a job finally. Or you see them in retail places. Oh, my God. We would never have that before. You're afraid. You're scary. Ain't nobody taking over nothing, honey. It's just a diverse country. It's just reality. It's just reality, people. Sunflowers, Sunflower says poor whites are sticking together over racism. Wealthy stick with Trump because racism and wealth. I hate to say it, but it is the truth. It is the root. See, when these people start bragging about that's my skin and, you know, white supremacy and all this kind of stuff, they don't count the majority of white people. They count the achievers. Look at us. Look at us, how smart we are. Look at us. Look at us. Look what we did. Look at us. Look what we invented. Look at us. Look at Microsoft. Look at Facebook, whatever. They count the people with the greatest accomplishments, but they're just attaching themselves to them based on their color. But they have nothing in common with these people. Nothing. You think Donald Trump is going to have the people who work in the coal mines in Trump Tower? No, they're totally different. All they have in common is that they're white. So if you're poor and you ain't got shit, and your life is horrible, and you're living in a trailer, what do you hold on to? I'm white. Look at the president. They're white. Everybody white. But what have you done? How many poor white people are there? How many poor white people on welfare? And I'm not judging people, but I'm just saying they're not all successful. They're not all college graduates. They're not. But they hold on to that. At least I'm white. That's what racism is. I ain't shit else. I beat my wife. I'm a drunk. Laying in the street. I put that on my skin. All right, people. Y'all making me sound like activists now. People, I hope your cities are not. Hi, Charles Dodson. They want to continue to have everything. I mean, you know. Anyway. Arabic people are considered white though white women are considered a minority. Well, right. Well, white women are a minority, but they're white. So they got a choice to make. I'm gay and I'm black. I'm both. I have interest in both causes, you know. Anyway. There's not that much difference between poor whites and poor blacks. The differences are very, very minimal. They still beat their wives. Poor whites, poor blacks, there's not much difference at all, honey. Those are the ones that tend to be the most racist. Why? What do you got? I'm white. We built this. We built that. Oh, we run the government. We do this. We do that. Got nothing to do with them. Nothing. White women are not a minority. Aren't there the same amount of men as women? But they've been treated like minorities. They had to fight for their vote. They have to fight for positions in companies. They have issues as well. Feminists would tell you white women they do have issues. Everybody got issues, honey. Everybody got issues. People you think got it going on and so bright and white and all this kind of shit. They have issues because they can lose their job. If they lose their job, honey, they got to give up their mansions. They're always under pressure to perform. So they got issues too. You got this fantastic job. You got to fight every day to keep that job. They got issues. You're rich, but you can't find a woman to love you. That's an issue. Well, in some instances, white women are just as privileged as white men. In some cases, even more so. That's what lynching was all about. But amongst white people, they're treated different, men and women. So in that way, they have to fight, right, for the same rights as a white male. But in general, when you group, this is so complicated. It's so complicated because here we consider Jewish people white, but then when they go to their racist protests, they're talking about Jews will not replace us, like in Germany. They're all white. They made it hard on the Italians too when they came. America has made it hard on everybody, honey. And then they broke up into black and white and brown. Mexican people, they're not treated much better than us, about the same. Anything different. But that is the future, people. You should have thought about that, people, when you brought these damn black people over here. You never thought about what would happen when they multiplied and multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. And then they got freed. And then they keep on multiplying. Then you got all these black people here. Then you went over here with the Mexican people. Right? You make deals with them. Then you got more and more and more and more. And now we have a diverse country. A diverse country. But you caused these people to be here. You opened up Ellis Island, honey. That's why you're so afraid. You feel like you've done something wrong. You probably feel like all black people hate you. I don't. But maybe you feel like that because you said, well, goddamn, if anybody treated me like that, I certainly would hate their ass. And that makes you fearful. This dude's coming after your very, very votes. I hope it backfires on his ass. I hope all the shit he's done with the post office, I hope it affects Republicans just as much as Democrats. And I hope that he finds out that even the Republicans didn't vote either. Dumbass. Risk your life. Oh, it's fine. Go down to the polls. We went to the polls in World War II. What the hell's that got to do with a pandemic, Trump? He doesn't even have an interest in solving his problem we have with this thing because he knows he's incompetent. He can't think that long. He's got to give it to somebody else. Got to figure it out, and then he'll come out and take credit for it. If it turns out well, if it turns out wrong, he's going to blame it on the damn governors. Nationwide, risk your goddamn life to go down here and vote. You've been doing all this stuff. I've been staying in my house all this time. I've been wearing gloves all this time. I've been wearing a mask. All this stuff I've been doing to keep myself safe. And you're telling me, throw it all away and take your ass down to the polls and stand in line with all these people for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. No matter how you have to get there, you can reach them by trailway. He sounds ridiculous. He sounds like a damn fool. He sounds like a reality star playing president. Ooh, people ought to run my mouth. I forgot it was hot. Thank you for hearing my ranting. I hope your states are not as bad as ours is. I hope 100 degrees, you can't hardly breathe. Maybe I should get that fan. Anybody got those Dyson fans with the round circle? Please, somebody answer. Does anybody have those Dyson fans with the round circle with no blades and they're totally quiet, but they're expensive, very expensive? Has anybody got one of those and found that it works? That it keeps you cool? It doesn't make any sense to get air conditioning. I mean, you can get a window unit, I guess. You never see them here in San Francisco because we're only going to be hot 5 or 6 days for a whole damn year. Hot like this. It's usually pretty cool here. How the hell you superior? You sit up there in a damn trailer, girl, with broken car parts all in your